Hello, my name is Giovanna Egina, and this is the Drug Addiction Podcast. So today we'll be talking about some facts about drug addiction brought by the British Columbia Naturopathic Association as well as the John Vulcan Academy. These facts range from the different effects and impacts that they have on individuals, some of the impacts on the economy, the government, and some impacts on society, and other facts that I just found a little bit interesting and that have purpose to drug addiction and the use of drugs. Addiction is an unfortunate thing that our society has to deal with currently. It is treated like a disease within our society right now, and I'm hoping that everyone who is addicted to drugs now is seeking out help or will seek out help eventually in the future. Drug addiction can be painful, and getting over it also can be painful as well. The addiction can cause so many different problems, as you've read through in the last few slides of this website. It really can take a toll on someone's life in respect to themselves, their relationships, and their family. Today I just wanted to talk about some facts that had to do with some of those aspects as well as other aspects in life that are pretty important as well. So the first set of facts I'm going to be talking about came from the British Columbia Naturopathic Association, and their APA citation will be available in that citation that is being handed in for this culminating project. So, number 1. Alcohol is by far the most abused substance in Canada. It accounts for a staggering amount of deaths, diseases, disorders, and addiction issues. So many reasons. One of is the availability of alcohol. It is legal and it is widely available. In Ontario, we have the LCBO. It's regulated by the government, and that's just widely available for anyone 19 and older who wants to go in and get alcohol for themselves. Around 75,000 people are hospitalized every year as a result of alcohol consumption, and it accounts for between 1% to 2% of all deaths in Canada. To put that into perspective, alcohol kills more people and hospitalizes more people than heart attacks do, which I find is a crazy, crazy fact. Next one I have here is drug abuse is estimated to cost Canadian taxpayers nearly $23 billion a year, with around $3.3 billion of that coming from healthcare costs. This is a massive cost. Using drugs and getting the rehabilitation and doing all that stuff with the government, it costs so much money for people to get better, to even find those drugs, and all those different things. It costs taxpayers a lot. So maybe take that in consideration. No, that's just a joke. But the cost of drugs is costly, as well as there's a huge cost on taxpayers as well, which is crazy. This is only a couple $2 billion less than the entire value of the Canadian pharmaceutical industry. That is crazy. I can't even begin to wrap my head around that. $23 billion a year, and the whole entire value of the Canadian pharmaceutical industry is just a little bit less than that. So that really puts that into perspective. According to the research from the University of Toronto, female addicts are 54% more likely to die from their addictions than male addicts. However, there are fewer female addicts than male ones. However, the most at-risk demographic is teenagers, with nearly a quarter of all Ontario students reporting that they were offered illegal drugs in the last year, and more than 8 out of 10 admitting to at least one incident of binge drinking. As you can see, the use of drugs starts from just a young age of being a teenager, and all of these different opportunities to try drinking, to try drugs, is available when you are just so young. So, as interesting as those were, I have a few more. So these are from the John Vulcan Academy and have to do a little bit with more just fun facts, kind of to let you in the mood from all the reading and that comes with this website. So, number 1, meth is made with acetone, which is found in nail polish remover, lithium, which is found in batteries, hydrochloric acid, and more harmful drugs. So as we know, ingesting any of these ingredients individually could kill you, but together they create a highly addictive substance that can cause overstimulation, psychosis, and more. This one is crazy. It's crazy how individually they would kill you instantly, but altogether they don't kill you. I'm not sure how that works, but that is crazy. Meth does cause people to overdose easily, so there is a chance of death when it comes to meth. However, that's a little bit crazy that it's just a mix of all those things. So the second fact that I have, also to do with age. So apparently 15 years old is the average age where drug use begins for Canadians. Drugs can have a long-term cognitive and behavioral effect since the teenage brain is still developing until the age of 25. Additionally, teens that use drugs have a greater risk of developing an addiction when they are adults. This is so crazy because this is such a young age. I think this might be grade 10. A lot of people start this drug use from a very young age. So, for example, they could be using marijuana, which is seen as a less harmful drug in the eyes of society. However, marijuana, as talked about in the individual's impact, can be a gateway drug. And in this sense, this is where the harmfulness comes from, and that's why they have more of a risk of developing addiction when they are adults. And the last fact that I have, this one's a little bit crazy. So just a quarter of a milligram, so 0.25 milligrams of fentanyl can kill you. This is equivalent to 2 grains of sand. This is crazy to me. I don't understand how people will use fentanyl and possibly not die. Just 2 grains of sand of it could kill you. This is also mentioned when it comes to drug dealing, that it's extremely potent and drug dealers kind of profit majorly off the fentanyl, as it is one of the most addictive drugs. So that kind of wraps up all the facts for today. I hope you enjoyed that, and I hope the facts kind of relieved you from all the reading that you had to do today, or on this website, or any point that you're reading it. I really, really hope that these were interesting. They had a little bit to do with the individuals and what it could do to people. I just thought these were pretty interesting, and I'm really hoping that anyone facing any drug addiction will find help, will seek help, get rehabilitation, be able to seek help from family, from their intimate relationships, and within themselves know that they can find treatment and they can help themselves out of the addiction. Can be hard, and it does have a very, very harmful presence in the brain, and therefore gets more addictive as time goes on. However, I hope our society can get over these addictions and stop harming themselves. With all these facts, you could see that drugs are just harmful and they aren't doing anything that will benefit anybody. So I hope these were interesting, and yeah, thanks for listening to the podcast.